only traditional women deserve traditional treatment.
I think society and reality is a little bit more nuanced than that. But I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, if you're a man and you have traditional values, then why would you treat a woman that's not traditional with traditional values?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
Should be
for
on equal
example, say a woman does, but she wants a guy to pay for first dates. Now, I do actually think that even if a girl does do OnlyFans, there's so many simps out there, and men are so ingrained to behave in this way that they're gonna get it anyways. But if we're just having a analysis of this, I don't think women who do OnlyFans are deserving of the chivalrous treatment because they're engaged in sex work. So we have 3 girls who do OnlyFans here. Do you guys care to weigh in on that?
Yeah, I completely disagree. Just
Completely
because
disagree.
you do OnlyFans doesn't mean that the guy shouldn't pay for the first date. Like, and
Why?
OnlyFans, like, I mean,
I
you
think
don't have
that's
to be
just
having
like
like,
so completely unrelated.
yeah, it's
It's
like,
100% related.
so just
I don't-
because
okay.
I do
Well,
OnlyFans means
okay.
we should split the bill. Like, that's not
okay.
right.
A man
I'll
should-
answer that.
A man should pay either way.
Yeah.
They should
Even
always
if
pay.
she's a prostitute.
It's
Yeah.
OnlyFans
Still a
isn't
woman.
cross-
Even if she's a
whether, like,
stripper
whatever,
or
yeah,
prostitute.
because they're
She's still
a
a
man,
woman.
so that's their job. They pay.
So, but is she a woman?
Well, why are you with her
I
if you
mean-
don't
Hold on,
want
let
to
me
treat her
let
as
me
a
rephrase.
woman?
So what
Exactly.
you're saying is it's because he's a man, so he should be a
Yes.
gentleman.
Yes.
But who is
Absolutely.
deserving of gentlemanly treatment? Wouldn't you say it's ladies?
Just
Well,
What if
because
she's
you're
not a
OnlyFans
lady?
Doesn't mean you're not a lady.
Yes,
Maybe
if
you
you're
shouldn't
no,
go
no,
out
no,
with
no.
her.
Hold on.
Why are you
Hold
going
on.
out with
If
her?
you're
Yeah.
engaged in if you're engaged in sex work, you're not a lady.
Not
Why?
everyone
But
like
wait,
has
says
sex
who?
on OnlyFans.
That
though,
guy
too.
should-
Says the patriarchy right here.
Says tradition.
Says tradition.
Well, that's your opinion.
That
but
guy-
No,
It's
no.
no, it's not
Tradition
my-
is not an opinion. It is
well,
historical
then I wouldn't want
fact.
to be with a man like you,
I wouldn't
and I wouldn't be on
either.
a date with a man
So,
like you.
you
I'd
don't
be-
want a traditional man. That's fine.
Well,
Guess not.
yeah, I guess not. Apparently.
No, they do want traditional men as the
They-
thing.
Well, I mean, they say,
they
yeah.
still
People
want
have
traditional men.
mixed opinions of like, or like whatever, traditional, not traditional. Like, you don't have to be like strictly one or the other. Like,
Right, but don't you think doing sex work is pretty far down the road into being non-traditional? Like, it's okay if the girl, like, maybe she has, I'm trying to think of like a slight way
I mean, I've
in which a
never-
woman could be not traditional. Maybe she's a little tatted up, or I don't know.
Yeah, maybe she has a
I've
tattoo.
She has
never
a
even
tattoo
thought to
or-
like base my relationships based on if I'm traditional or if he's traditional or
Right.
whatever.
But so look,
I've
okay.
never even thought of like that, like
Well,
at all.
but you said you would object to a guy not paying for the first date, correct?
Correct.
You want a guy to pay for the first date.
Absolutely.
If the guy on the date said, "Hey, let's split," would there not be a second date?
No, there would not.
What about for you? Do you want guys to pay for first dates?
I'm not
That's
sure.
fine. What do you
I'm
mean you're not sure?
I'm like maybe I don't know. If he didn't pay for the first date, would I go on another?
Have you been on a
Yeah.
date?
I,
Let's
mean,
say
I
a
don't
guy.
really know.
Let's say a guy who you fancy.
yeah, I have, and they've always
you-
paid.
Okay. Would you, if the guy, put yourself back into those scenarios? If the waiter comes and he's like, "Hey, 2 checks, please," you wouldn't feel
I'd
a
be
little.
a little bit cringed out.
Why?
I'd probably
Why would you be cringed out?
because why would I be on a date with like a broke man? Like, it's gotta
What
be
if he's
You
not-
should be
what
able
if he's
to
not broke?
provide. And like,
If he's
A
not
man
broke,
should be able to provide, and a
Yes.
woman shouldn't be a sex worker.
Agreed.
I'm not having
Okay,
sex
well then
on
I guess we're not a
OnlyFans.
perfect match.
No, but sex worker is a sort of all-encompassing sort of term here.
For
How about
you're
this?
selling your sexuality, essentially.
You're digital
Dude,
prostitutes.
selling sex.
Look,
I don't
okay, fine.
have
I'll just
sex on the
rephrase it.
internet.
I'll rephrase it. Then a lady shouldn't be on OnlyFans with nude content.
Okay, well, some
I
guys
probably
don't
won't
think
be
that.
on a date with you. Yeah.
But you're
I'll
saying
be on
a
a date
guy
with
should be
that
a
doesn't
provider.
care and will
But
provide.
You're saying a guy should be a provider. Why, if that's okay for you to say, why is it wrong for us to say
It's not wrong.
women shouldn't be
That's your opinion.
posting nude photographs of themselves on the internet for $4 a
completely
month?
agree. Like, I don't agree, but like that's your opinion. I think that's
It's
totally
not just
fine.
my opinion.
Well, whatever it is.
Being traditional,
wouldn't-
there's like an agreed upon sense of what that is.
I know, but
Okay.
a lot of guys would
So,
pay
but-
for the first date.
And if they
s-
didn't, it would be cringe. That's what you said, right?
yeah.
Okay. Would there be a second date? if the guy
If I
didn't-
really like them, maybe, yeah.
What if it was a medium amount of like?
Medium? Maybe not. Probably not.
Okay. And what about you? Who should pay?
The man.
The man
of
should
course.
pay. Well, hold on. But why is it okay for you guys to say, well, men should do X,
Well, if they
but
didn't-
I can't say women shouldn't do X?
If I'm with a guy and he says he doesn't want me to do OnlyFans, then I completely would not do it. I'd be all done with it.
Okay. But my point is, I'm assuming you're not going to let a guy on the first date or before you even meet him call those kind of shots, are you?
Well, if I was single, I wouldn't be doing OnlyFans.
Okay, that's another conversation then. But so let me ask you guys a question then. So why should men pay? Like, make the actual argument why men should pay.
I feel like that's like their job. Like that's what's expected in today's society. Like it's not.
It's expected of what kind of men?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're traditional or not. I've been on dates with non-traditional guys that have paid.
Okay,
That's true.
if
That's
you-
just how
Sure,
they
they'll
were
still pay.
raised.
Well, but that seems to be based in some sort of tradition.
Yeah, but they don't
Of-
have to be fully like traditional.
But why should? So you're 19, correct?
Yes.
So, and are you dating guys kind of around your age, like 19, 20, 21, or are you dating older?
Yeah, a little older.
How old?
Like 21 up.
Okay, do you think a 21-year-old's earning potential is substantially greater than yours?
No.
Probably still in college, maybe.
Yeah.
So why should a guy pay? Make the actual argument.
I wouldn't be on a date with someone that I don't want like a future with, and I want to like. Wait, okay, I don't know how to put it into words. Just let me think. Just go back to her. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut off.
I just think guys should like provide.
Yeah, they don't want a traditional man. They want a provider. That's the only
A
sense
It's
of
a
it.
gentleman to pay.
I suppose
yeah,
you could
I
be.
think
a
I wouldn't
like
say a
provider.
gentleman either.
No, yeah, I
they
wouldn't
don't want
say
a
that.
gentleman.
If I'm
She
on
already
a
said she
date
likes
with a
assholes. She
traditional
wants a
man
provider.
and he doesn't want me doing OnlyFans, then he should be paying and showing me that like he wants to provide for me. Doesn't want me doing what I do to make a living. So what are you gonna do?
But
Provide
okay,
for me?
so-
And if
Okay,
you don't support it, then
someone
then
who's
it's me.
financially affluent is not going to make a bad investment. Therefore, if he doesn't want to invest in a woman who is not going to be loyal to him, do you see the contradiction there?
I mean, it's not that big of an investment. It's like one date.
I know, but
like if you want to make a good impression and you really
I'm-
mess with the girl, then you'll pay for her.
You know
What
what
I-
would make a good first impression to the man is not to have your nude photographs online
Well,
for
that's
$5 a
they're
month.
they're not getting traditional men because
That's-
if they were that's the
yeah,
first that's the
exactly.
first point. Any traditional man wouldn't even take them on a date to begin with,
Right,
right?
but
so
it's
that's
this-
why they want provider men.
This
and
is
there
what
are out there
feminism.
that
This
are
is
fine.
what feminism is all
that
about.
They're expecting
is-
that traditional treatment,
I
even
think
though
they
they're
don't
not
even
getting
know what that. I
traditional
don't even
men.
think they know
yeah.
what traditional means. Is actually
I agree. Yeah.
No, but I find
That's the
it.
problem.
I find it like
think we're trying to
you're
figure
both
it out.
modern women. You're both modern women, yet you're holding men to this gendered expectation that they be providers and pay for you on the first date when you're not even willing to reciprocate that sort of tradition back.
No, because you're looking at it from the wrong standpoint. They're not looking from because an aspect of a traditional man is a provider, right? What's the aspect of a sugar daddy? A provider. That's more what they're looking for is a permanent. I'm not saying you guys want a sugar daddy. I'm sure you guys want to be in love and all that stuff.
Sure, you
but
can-
that's the point that they want. They want a provider because they are used to men giving them money for literally anything. So why would they not expect their partner to do the same?
That's a different thing.